I'm Richard Cartwright, welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be talking about the infamous slice. What are the characteristics of a slice? And for me, the big thing that will massively help us cure that slice. For a right-handed golfer, we need to define a slice first. It's that shot that starts slightly left or fairly straight, but then dramatically curves out to the right. It is horrible, isn't it? It is 80% of people I see up on this stage here at Wilbury Park, I see exactly that. I see that ball curving way to the right. There's a number of reasons for it, but for us today, I'm going to reveal, for me, one of the biggest elements, biggest ingredients to help us cure that slice, the reasons why it happens. Believe it or not, it's a lot more to do with the follow-through. Yeah, some people will say, hang on, we've hit the ball, its follow-through doesn't matter, or the follow-through is a byproduct on what happens before that. Yeah, strictly true. But if we can understand how we need the golf club to follow through, it will make it a lot easier to get that ball starting straight, staying straight. So here's the deal. So when your slicer comes in, what they tend to do on the way through, post-impact with the golf ball, their hands and their club go very low and very around their body, okay? There's no release of the golf club, or very rare, there's no release of the golf club, and that main point is those hands and that handle and that club head are going low and around. So we're swinging more left of target on the way through. So when we swing left of target, that ball will tilt out to the right. That's what makes the ball curve generally. If we're swinging left, that ball will tilt and curve over to the right hand side. So we need to reverse that. So what I want you guys out there to do in Slicerville, I want you to do these practice swings. I want you to exaggerate, and this is key here. I've got to exaggerate these feelings. So if you really suffer with the slice, I want you to do these two key things. One, I want you to practice the follow through so you're feeling the handle and the club head going straight up in the air, but at the same time allowing the handle and the shaft to rotate, okay? So we end up feeling like, in tennis terms for example, it's almost a topspin forehand. So the handle and the club are going up and out to the right, and we are rotating that shaft. So you'll notice how when we rotate the handle, rotate the shaft, you'll notice how that club face really closes. Now again, you might be saying, hang on, we've got to time that really well. Well, not really. Because it happens, we're allowing the golf club to do what it wants to do. The golf club doesn't want to be used to be held off, not released, and to be swung low and left. What the golf club wants to do is be released, almost feeling like we're letting that club be released. The feeling here is that rotation, almost sensation. The sensation is the back of the left hand pointing down to the ground, at the same time the handle of the golf club going up. Completely the opposite to how a slicer does it. Slicer holding off the golf club, handle going low and left. We want to get that feeling. The club head and the handle of the golf club are going up to the right side, and making sure we're allowing that face to rotate. It's going to feel really strange. It's going to feel really strange, especially if you're not used to it, especially if you're used to that club going very low, very left. It's going to feel really different. And if you exaggerate that, yeah, the first few might not be really sweetly struck. But what you will see, even though the first dozen or so might not be well struck, what you will see is the ball starting straight and staying straight, even though it's not absolutely perfectly struck. And then when you get used to it, you'll eventually find your way back to that golf ball again, if we do exaggerate. So it's almost that feeling of that club head going up and that handle going up, and the rotation of that shaft on the way through to really stop that slice. Hope this helps, hope this makes sense. Please leave your comments below. Let me know how you get on, and don't forget to hit that subscribe and like button for me, please.